It's not directed towards you.
I just realized I can't show this graphic.
Oh.
Why?
I don't have that set up. So all I can really do is like display capture. And I could like jankily put them up there. But yeah, I don't have the news.
I don't. How do I fix? What do I do? How do I fix that?
To me, Reaper never. I still have to stop.
I don't know how to fix that. I guess.
Best I can do is I can try to save them in a paint. Oh no, I actually. Oh, yeah, we're cooked. We're cooked, bro.
Can't you just sign into the Streamlabs?
Mine is on OBS,
Okay.
not Streamlabs. I never signed up my Streamlabs.
Do you have Streamlabs downloaded or no?
I do. I think yeah.
Okay, so maybe that's a bad idea.
That's
Do you want me to send you the graphics really quick or just say that's it?
If you send the graphics, I can pop them up. It might look kind of not the best. I don't know how quickly I can turn it into a full screen paint.
That looks bad.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry.
How about?
I didn't really.
How
think about
about? That's okay. But how about after? How about we just end the stream so that Reaper can
Yeah,
take it over
I think
and
that's
use
the way
the
to
correct
do it.
graphics?
I-
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm ready when you guys are.
Okay.
Good luck.
Beetle, are you ready, my man?
Yeah.
Alright, fire it up.
Okie dokie. Yo, what is up, Ascending Baseline? We are here with our Division 4 Grand Finals between We Are Him and Naughty's Angels. So this should be a pretty exciting match. We got Naughty's Angels coming in to the bracket from, I believe, the lower side over here. And they're going to be playing against We Are Him, who did come out convincingly on the winner's side of the bracket against Sacred Spinach 4-0. But Naughty's Angels also beat them 4-0, so I suspect we're going to have a pretty close game as we are getting started up here right away. Shady moves down quickly. He's going to take out Nikki, but he's getting some shots aside from Reaper. Looks like Reaper was trying to catch that camo player, but I think the camo player got away, able to get to the bridge, and I don't think Reaper quite realized that that camo player had already gotten away. So a little unfortunate there, but it is going to work out. We've got CJ trying to put some shots down. So far, no big lead. I hear some footsteps behind this camouflage. Looks like he hears them too. Majesty's back there. CJ's going to try and get something done. Gets a couple good shots. Not able to catch the melee, but I think that's for the best. So he didn't have to do an actual melee trade. And it's going to take him out. So now they have decent control, especially if he takes down Reaper here. But no, Reaper is going to crouch his way out of that. Gets some good shots. Gets down. Shady does take him down, and they are starting to move this ball. Let's see where they're going to take it. As Razackle VBZ is trying to move through half wall, but runs into Bump, and Bump hit great shots onto him. So Razackle is pretty low already. He's going to try and get over to his teammate, throw some nades, but the collapse is coming through pretty quick. Reaper comes in for the double, gets the triple kill. We'll see if he can find Shady. Just the one last member. Can't quite find him. He's coming through long, so it doesn't look like the overkill is going to come in. Maybe he'll get the honoraries. He is getting the call out, hopefully on glass. He's trying to look around to see what he can see. As he puts some nades up, Shady's going to be on the staircase. He's going to get the shots onto him. They're going to trade out with the melee. It looks like he just barely did not quite realize that that player was there. As usual, when I'm running the stream, I do have to check one thing real quick. So don't panic if you hear me twice. Don't panic. All right, sounds like everything is good, but Razakel is getting into a fight from Whirl. He is going to end up going down as it looks like Reaper taking pretty low, trying to survive, but oh man, a second grenade comes in and he's going to go down the second he tries to push out on that. Naughty is trying to push in through the pipes. We have some pretty decent time that's got over to We Are Him. Naughty has the green gun, going to try to make the best of this situation. Looks like Shady already picked up one, hits the green gun onto Bump. Bump immediately drops down. Looks like the cleanup is going to come through from Shady, so Naughty should have a good opportunity here to come in. And with Nikki going down, that means they're not going to get the play ball. Unfortunately, the spawners come in and that half wall damage from Majesty is so big as 3 players are going to go down. Looks like this rotation did work out for We Are Him. I was like a little bit concerned there momentarily for them, but it seems fine now as Reaper's going to wisely back out after taking a lot of damage. They have these players kind of trapped. That was an insane grenade. I wonder where it got thrown from the bounce like that. But Razakel is moving up, going to run into Reaper again, take some decent damage, get some good shots, but Reaper re-peaks, going to take him out, and we've got more players going down. Naughty and CJ both trying to push through, but they don't have the numbers advantage. Naughty is going to pull up onto Bump, gets 2 shots, not able to take him down, he gets around the corner. Nikki tries to slide in, is going to get taken out by Shady. Naughty still staying alive, but this time is ticking away. They've got almost 70 seconds as the ball is still there. Majesty opts not to drop the ball, decides that the challenge is worth taking, and I think he might be right as most of their team was up. So it looks like that ball was not going to get played, but at the last second it does. I suspect that was Bump that played it. He usually likes to be a little more cautious. We have Naughty trying to get an angle. Looks like Nikki is going to try to get around the corner. Just barely gets around, 1 shot left. Bump was on the case, getting some damage. Is going to find Shady. Has help with Reaper too, so that's an unfortunate situation for Shady. Just spawns into the 2v1 now. Naughty, top gold, trying to do some damage, but Bump with the perfect shot's going to take down Naughty as well. And now he's going to find CJ with the help of Reaper. And I like that he backs off immediately, knowing that Reaper's going to get that kill so he can take up more space on the map. With just a couple seconds left, this first round is going pretty smoothly over to We Are Him. And it looks like they are going to close it out. It felt like they only really had 2 holds. And that more or less closed it up. If you're watching the stream, thanks for being here. If you wouldn't mind, you know, want you to put in chat like what you think about the sound levels and stuff. Got to make sure that they're all sounding pretty okay. But as that's going on, Bump immediately goes quickly for camo. And like, this is kind of a new little rock paper scissors game. Unfortunately, he gets taken out, but that's been happening in the beginning. Is some teams opt for, like, you know, more expansive setups, and if a player just goes right for camo, oftentimes there's not enough cover to take care of it and the player gets away with it. Bump almost did, but you know, thought he was safe behind triple stack. Turns out he wasn't. Maybe could have jumped up to C plat or something like that. Shady's gonna get spotted out by Bump though. He's doing some pretty decent damage. And let's see what Shady's thinking while he is up here. He's taken down to 1 shot. We'll check out CJ, who is pretty low. Reaper just got a kill, and he's kind of stuck here. The nade is going to go just past Majesty, but Majesty jumps back, you know, probably a little concerned about it. Unfortunately, 2 more players are going to be coming up, and oh my god, what a grenade coming out of, I believe that was Nikki, is going to take down CJ. Hits the perfect bounce off that lip to drop directly down onto him. Razakel is trying to move on to Reaper. Reaper hits him with the confidence where he stood still, just assuming he could get the 5 if he didn't break up his aiming at all with strafing, but it does make it so Razakel can just take the shot, so he's going to get 1, and so far a little bit of a lead going over towards Naughty's Angels, as they've got the same setup that treated We Are Him so well in that previous round. Reaper's going to get 1. He's taken down, I would assume, to 1 shot from that beatdown. Looks like Razakel doesn't want to push it, but he is getting collapsed on by Majesty. The shots are going to come through. Majesty gets 1. We'll jump on board, see what Majesty can do. Naughty's going to take down Majesty as she is able to move out. They got a couple down, and it looks like Shady is already there for that new spawner. Naughty tries to get through the mid and does manage to escape for now. We'll have to see if the pressure comes through. No nades have come down yet. Majesty was able to pick up 1 kill, as it looks like there's a player in the back, but Bump is going to grapple at the worst timing, unfortunately for him, where Naughty just happened to be forced to swing that ledge. And because of that, had an angle on the Bump. Now, Naughty is able to potentially flank up behind Reaper here. The ball hasn't really been getting grabbed too much, but Reaper was up on Bat Ledge, and I don't think that Naughty saw that. So Naughty is going to try to move over into the A spawn. Shady picks up 1. Rizakil gets another one, and so they're in a pretty good spot. Naughty doing a really good job of playing her life with this ball so far, just drawing so much attention, and now potentially can play it, and especially seeing that camo player, I think now is a good time to get that ball kind of out. You know, maybe trying to milk a little bit of extra time might not have been worth it, but they are up enough that I think it might have been okay. As Nicky's taking down the one shot, the fight's going down. Majesty's trying to get over there. Bump just ran out of camo, but he's able to sneak an extra kill right before it fully runs out. And now he has a good angle on to Naughty. Drops down to get the perfect. Is going to get some nades here, so Shady's not going to be able to push. I like that Shady decided not to try and go for it, as it would have been pretty difficult to get in there and get anything done with those nades coming through. Bump is in a bit of a tricky spot as he's taking a lot of damage already up here, but it looks like Reaper is going to be able to protect him and is now up at the top. They spot out CJ. CJ's going to get taken down, and it looks like Rizakil is going to get one of the kills so far. Not too much time has ticked away, so if they can start to pick up a couple more, I think they'll be in a good spot. But Bump is able to get one kill, make that a triple kill on Bump so far. Gets the ball for some time. Fortunately, doesn't look like he's going to have an opportunity for that overkill. Didn't even really look like he was trying for it. I think, you know, Bump and ball is pretty business oriented. Like, I feel like he'll play the ball if it gets risky at all, because he's just like, no, it's not really worth it. And grabs the ball instead of going for the overkill. He's now the last one up. He's going to maybe scrap a little time, and he opts to just drop the ball, playing kind of slow. Sees if he can get a pickoff kill. CJ is going to try and get there, and CJ comes out on top with a huge win onto Bump. Looks like his teammates are able to get the ball. And remember, they don't need that much more time. With 2 going down, this could be kind of tragic. Majesty's going to try to get over there. Has Nicky on the flank as well. They are going to take down one, and so now they just have to worry about where CJ and Shady are. Shady is going to find one. The shots are good for Majesty. He's going to keep him one shot. Shady re-peeks, and he's going to get taken down. Looks like Majesty able to get across. They get the ball, and what looked like was almost a good position for Naughty's Angels in this round. Turned around pretty quickly. They were never able to get the ball out of batteries, and so they kind of got picked apart trying to get that hold. Majesty pokes out onto bat ledge. He's going to take a lot of damage, and now that he's low, looks like he might be getting into a fight, as Rizakil is going to be pushing pretty soon. And they were able to take out one. Shady in the window. Majesty once again hitting good shots. Was able to back him up. Sliding past that nade felt a little scary to me. It looks like their green gun took out one player. Bump is the last player up. He's trying to maybe get over for the ball. Gets great shots onto the player in bottom white. He's going to catch. No way he catches that stick. And oh, not quite catching the stick. Looks like Shady's going to get that ball. Throws it down to CJ, who is trying to maybe rotate it to the team, but they have to be careful. Those spawners did come into white. We'll see what Naughty can do with these players coming in. Good damage onto one player's Majesty goes down. Nicky eats the grenade, taken down to one shot, and I think that might be enough for them to get this. They only need 10 more seconds, but as I say that, multiple players go down. It looks like the break happens. We're going to have to see Rizakil get in there pretty soon if he wants to slow them down. He also, you know, wait, as they might have time for one more push, but they're going to have to make it worth it now that he's waited. We have a Bump trying to stay alive with the ball. Majesty trying to get over into these pipes to help. Reaper into a fight on the stairs. He's going to catch one. Will he be able to get another? 2 players coming through. Gets good damage onto both of them, but they do take him down. And now they are trying to push up 10 seconds. Bump might just be able to walk this out. It kind of depends on where he goes. As long as he goes towards pipe, the nades are coming through. It looks like one player goes down, and I think that somehow we are going to steal away this first game. That whole time it felt like Naughty's Angels were in such a prime position to be able to win that game, but at the end of the day, they weren't able to get there, and so We Are Him are going to take it in the end. That's going to bring them up 1-0 in our game number 1. So good showing, and again, I mean, it felt like Naughty's Angels had like a decent opportunity to, you know, kind of make something happen there. They were able to do decent damage. They had a good hold. It just... Towards the end, I think they maybe wanted the ball time just a little bit more than they actually needed to. And because of that, it, you know, played into their disadvantage just a little bit. But We Are Him is going to take that first game. So we'll get that updated for you real quick. And I think I'm pretty excited for this series, as it seems like the teams are relatively close. We'll take a peek at the stats here in just a moment and see what we can find. Oh, we're running out of time. They went through so quickly. But kill-wise, 30 kills on Reaper is crazy. Bump still had 22. And yeah, I mean, it seems like a pretty heavy outslaying coming out from the We Are Him squad. And like the damage kind of tells similar numbers. Like we had some close with Shady at the 6K, but that's going to be a tough one to overcome. And I think that they're going to have to really try to focus and prioritize, you know, a lot of strategy on Naughty's Angels, because it feels like the raw firepower might not be there. So I expect to see them trying to, you know, incorporate a little more bait and switching, trying to play their lives. Maybe try and get a single like actual wide flanker out, so that once damage has been done, that flanker can clean up the rest of the kills. But we are going to jump on board with Reaper right away in this Slayer game, as Reaper is going to move to my favorite opening that it's debatable on how good it is. I think it's pretty good when you spawn in A because you're able to get to cuts so quickly. And he is able to pick up 1 kill so far, staying alive. Not too much action's happened. CJ is going to get caught out. He manages to drop down, so he's going to stay alive. I think Bump is down there. Bump is not able to clean him up as well, as it looks like Majesty went down. The flank is coming in. 1 goes down. Will Bump get 2? No, he doesn't get 2. Shady was able to help there with the cleanup. So far, the Slayer's not going too bad. That nade, almost dangerous. Shady is going to be able to escape for now. We're tied up 3-3. And it makes me kind of wonder, what happened to this camo? And yeah, it looks like Nikki was able to pick up the camo. Spots1 does the ping. And so something I learned about Nikki in a 1v1 I was watching is that Nikki pings everything like off of just like muscle memory. So in the 1v1, Nikki was pinging the person that she was playing against. So I'm not surprised to see Nikki on point getting the pings on camo. It's a great way to get like a little bit of extra information going without having to give up your position with a shot. And unfortunately was kind of trapped over here in dummies and wasn't able to find too much. Is now taken down to 1 shot as the nades are kind of starting to come through. Nikki stayed alive for now, but it looks like that spike grenade is going to be able to take her out. Majesty goes down as well during this one. He did have the flank. Naughty is able to sneak up behind Bump and get that kill. So now Naughty's moving out, and we have a bit of a lead for Naughty's Angels. We'll have to see what they can do with it. Rezakil is trying to stay alive top mid. He was under a decent amount of pressure. 2 players still kind of hovering over on that silo camo area. And it does enough to make Naughty not really know where she wanted to go there. Gets picked off by Bump top mid as a snipe comes through. Looks like CJ's got that snipe. If he can get another pick, this might, kind of really shut down that top mid lane. It looks like Nikki does not want to push through, as 1 shot's going to come through for now. Hits the body. He's trying to get another shot. Almost has it, but oh, that was a close call. I feel like, you take that shot, you might be hitting the teammate. Reaper's trying to push through in the bottom area. Not able to get too much damage done. As the teamwork comes in, though, 3 are going to go down. Bump the last one. He goes down, too, and with 4 down, I think we're going to jump into a listen-in real quick with Naughty's Angels and see what they're talking about and how they're planning to come back in this series.
There's another one.
Sandbags.
Kenny, try to live.
Do we have
dummy,
QT?
dummy ramp, Kenny. Get camo, Kenny, if you can.
There's 2 shots and sniper. It's down on dummy door.
Where Kenny?
Camo still there.
Oh, you traded?
Hit
Yeah.
sniper on dummy door.
The QT's at B.
They're all on
I traded
Three
with
out
Bob.
here. There's 3 out
Oh.
here. Flank them. Flank them.
Nothing's at
Camo's
bottom
on
mid
top.
yet.
There's you, Naughty.
I got camo.
Camo's 1 shot. I'm running away.
Camo got played. A turbine, 1 shot. Turbine's
Turbine.
1 shot.
Dummy ramp.
Still turbine.
They're sniping on C-plot with camo, CJ.
Everybody
He's
has
got 1
3
shot left.
shots.
He's gonna be behind you.
I got him. Fuck. I got
That's fine. You got the kill. It's good.
2 on C-plot.
it.
The sniper
Top mid
should
has
be
3
out.
shots and he no scopes me.
Is
All right,
there-
Reaper.
Is there a new sniper or something?
Yeah, they did. They got it.
That's bridge.
Reaper has it.
3 top mid and
Sandbags.
1 behind me and B. Top mid.
Oh,
Sandbag.
Sandbags 2 shot.
Sandbags.
He fell down. There's 2 in the bottom holes.
Sandbags 1 shot.
He's gonna go to jail, CJ. He's gonna go to jail.
Nice double. Trying to get to you.
Not here. Not yet, at least.
I got shots. Nice.
I got him. I traded.
B spawns. Big door. There's 3 there. 3 there. I'm 1 shot.
One's on
I think
A.
Sandbags, Kenny.
Hey, 1
Get out of
shot.
turbine, Kenny. They're in the open.
Sandbags in A. I
Big
got
door, Shady. He's going to jail. That's Reaper.
I got your back.
It's probably A now.
Watch your key
Help,
door.
help. He's on the door.
Okay, I'm
You got him.
trying. He's dead. How
One
did-
shot, cuts.
Someone's dummies or some shit.
Yeah, no, it was a bump. There's
That
3
means-
of them
Two.
here. Ah, there's 3 of them here now.
Okay, try to hide. I got eyes on you guys. One's 1 shot in the turbine.
Bottom mid.
Poppy, stop. I got 1. There's still be 1 more unless you got him.
Turbine.
Yeah, there's still 2 on turbine now.
There's turbine. They're all turbine right now.
There's 1 on A. He went back A.
You got a great spawn, CJ.
Yep, I
2 1.
did.
Another 1 shot. Dead. I'm getting shot in the back. Help. 3 dead. Majesty's
2 dead, 2
bomb
dead.
up.
You're gonna be sandbags on me.
I'm gonna check out
Hey,
sandbags if you guys
hey,
got a
yeah,
minute.
that's Majesty. Majesty trying to win a piv here.
Help him with camo.
Sandbags.
Dummy door.
Fuck.
Dummy door, one
One
shot.
dead.
Dummy doors,
one
one,
shot
2 on
dummies.
the
I don't
doors.
think I burned. I don't
One
think I
shot
burned it.
dummies.
Ran out of ammo, man. Too many of them. They just popped through their one cuts.
Yeah.
Oh, you're very
And one's
soft.
on sandbags.
One shot.
Sandbags.
Top mid. Play it slow. Dice.
One on
Look at
dice.
dice.
One shot bottom mid. Reaper. Big door. Big door as
Dice
well.
still.
Sandbags,
Big
sandbags,
door, look
sandbags.
at
Top
big
mid,
Door,
one
Nest
shot.
Bridge.
Big door's
Big
dead.
door's
There's a
dead.
dice guy still.
Nest. Nest one shot.
That's still there.
Nest.
Yeah, I'm nading that. Naughty, just be careful.
Fine. There's another one here. I need help.
Nice.
I don't
Nest
got you.
bridge.
B has shots.
Snipe stuff. Don't let him get it. I got your help. Behind
There's
you.
already
Behind
one-
you.
there's-
Sandbags.
Look at
Sandbags, one shot.
sandbags.
No way, dude.
All right, we're back from that listening, and I feel like they were sounding pretty good. You know, they had a lot of decent comms. I didn't hear too much panic. Unfortunately, their lead kind of got whittled away, and We Are Him is kind of running away with it a little bit. They had a bit of a slow start, but things are now looking kind of tough. We've got Reaper with 18 kills, Bump with 14. The assists looking pretty even across the whole team, 7, 7, 7, 6. And I feel like, you know, in most cases, the assists do tell kind of a story. I would say the assist ratio looks pretty similar between the teams, so we'll have to see if there's anything that can be done on the side of Naughty's Angels to bring this one back. It looks like Reaper's gonna go down. Nikki trying to play her life up here on the dice box right now. Not really sure where the players are. Is gonna find CJ, who does QT out, but she had previously seen him. Almost picks him up. CJ QT's back. Will he be able to survive? Nikki now a little in trouble. Gets the assist on the CJ kill. Naughty drops down. Nikki hits huge shots. Is gonna connect with the melee and stay alive. So a nice little unofficial double as they just need 2 more to go. Outside of We Are Him, they kind of ran away with it here towards the end. Nikki is still hanging out on dice. You know, just mostly it seems like trying not to overextend too much. We're going to jump on board and see what's going on with Majesty as he is going to find the last kill. Running down the shots into those players top A. So another win coming out of We Are Him. And you know, pretty convincingly again. Like, I felt like there were definitely some moments in that where it felt like there was opportunity for the side of Naughty's Angels, but We Are Him is just looking pretty tight with their gameplay so far, and it feels like once they get into a groove, it's so hard to knock them back out of it. So they are going to take our game number 2. That puts them up 2-0. They're having a good series so far, and they're looking pretty strong. But again, 20 kills out of Reaper with 7 assists, pretty big. We got Bump with 14, and Majesty, Nikki with 10 and 16. And over on the other side, pretty even, you know, 12, 10, 10, 5. And they have a decent assist, but like it just feels like the damage is just too much. Like this time, you know, Reaper put out 5.5k, which is like significantly higher than everybody else. The closest was Shady with 4k, but having an entire extra 1,000 damage just from one player alone is a pretty big deal in a Slayer game, because you don't really you don't have as much time to work with. You're not gonna be able to get nearly as many kills. So that is gonna make it pretty tough. Like looking at that, they're gonna have to find a way to shut down this damage. You know, maybe lock up the angles a little bit better, stuff like that, in order to try to get this to work out a little better. I certainly wouldn't count them out, but right now We Are Him are just looking so strong. We are going to be getting ready for our next game. That's going to be King of the Hill on Solitude. So a little bit of a different pacing of a map. I feel like the last 2 that we saw, both times We Are Him did a lot of just kind of hanging out. They would kind of hold a position, wait a bit, and then get a push, and then wait a bit, and then get a push, things like that. But when King of the Hill happens, you know, sometimes you don't really get that choice. It's like once the hill moves, you are forced to make that rotation. And so that could maybe play against them, but I feel like once they're dug in, you really got to watch out because they are not primed to giving up those kind of positions once they already have them. So things are going to be a little bit difficult. I think the ball is in Naughty's Angels court here. They're going to have to come up with a plan on how to shut down these players that are doing a lot of damage, and how to work just a little bit better. Like I noticed, like during the comms, there were a few call outs where it's like, a player was going to be behind somebody else, and it just didn't register quite fast enough. So I think cleaning up that a little bit, making sure like just a little bit more listening to that kind of stuff. If like the call happens to be like, oh, there's a guy back A and you're like sandbags, is like that guy is going to be behind you. So even when you're focused on another kill, is like recognizing that player's there is good for like being able to respond to that after you pick up your kill, or know whether or not you have time to get your kill, or if you're going to be forced to, run away or fight that. So just a little bit cleaner in like listening, because the comms were there. They had the communication to get it done. It just felt like occasionally when somebody was engrossed in a situation, they weren't able to quite, get that going as much as they would have liked. But looks like we're just waiting on Shady real quick, assuming, oops, that's almost showed my friend list. I can't have you guys knowing who's on there. That'd be crazy. It's not like most of it is people in here. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they play King of the Hill. I think King of the Hill is one of the more fun game types. I like the forced rotations. I think Solitude's a little goofy with it, just because there's two hills that once you get control of, sometimes it's really hard to break. Like especially that one in Yard, because you'll spawn so far away that you just don't get that many chances at it, and you're forced to go through these like really confining lanes. And when you're trying to go through those confining lanes, it can be very difficult, and it's really hard to focus on like, is there anybody that like overextended and is going to try to pick us off on our way through and stall us out? And if you spend time looking for that player and they're not there, then that's less pushes you have if your push doesn't succeed. So makes it a little bit tricky to try and navigate how you want to push that hill. And generally speaking, I think that's one of the more difficult ones. But if you're watching this and you're like, oh man, this is the grand finals of a tournament thing, like how do I play in that? Well, why don't you check out !Discord and get a link to the Ascending Baseline Discord. It's we have a lot of community activities going on all the time. We have a league running. I think like the biggest break you'll get is like a week or two in between new leagues. But generally, like this is going to be a pre-made team league that's separated into divisions. So if you do sign up, you'll sign up with a group of people. There's also Pandemonium League, which is our other one that's going to be starting up pretty soon. And that is a league where you'll sign up separately, and it's going to be a draft-based league. Captains are picked. It's separated into two different divisions, and you'll be able to get into those. Captains will pick you up based on kind of how the seeding is. Like generally speaking, if you haven't played and stuff before, it'll just go off of what your rank was, I think, over the last 3 sessions, and the captains will know that kind of stuff before they pick you up. So that's a fun one where you get to adapt to a new team. Usually those are going to start like the draft is like the day before that games actually begin. So as soon as you get drafted in, you're going to be playing with that team. You don't usually have a lot of time to figure out what you're going to do. The first games are pretty chaotic, hence the name Pandemonium. But it looks like we are locking into this game. Again, We Are Him are up 2-0 so far in the series and been looking nice with it so far. And mostly like just clean gameplay. I haven't seen anything too crazy. A couple triple kills coming out. But nothing like, that out of pocket. It's mostly just felt like they've had good gameplay. They're covering each other well. People are like making sure that they're not overextending too often and being willing to play their life. Like I think Bump with the triple kill on that ball game was a good example of he got a triple kill and he seemingly didn't even look for an overkill. He was like, I'm gonna grab this ball and I'm just gonna move on. But CJ's gonna lock down the window right away, seeing what he can see. But a lot of players push towards truck. That's an interesting opening. I don't think I've ever really seen a team flood everyone onto truck side like that. CJ is able to pick up that camo. Looks like Majesty did not spot him out. CJ's trying to get the back smack, but Majesty's moving pretty quick with it. CJ ends up being forced to shoot, but Reaper was there in the background waiting for him. It was almost a nice bait, perhaps, as they're able to take out that camo early, plus get a little bit extra time. Reaper does have that shock. Let's see if he can get anything done with it, as he's going to lift up for now. More players are going down. Looks like Bump just picked up a double kill. He's taken pretty low. He got a triple. We're going to jump on board with him, see if he can't get that last one. But no, Reaper's going to shock that player out. So is going to go down. We'll jump back on board with Reaper, see if he can give us some more shock action. I'd like to see him go up to S4 here. I feel like, being just on like C and benches, posters, while it is slightly safer, you just don't really have, the full coverage that you might want. And you end up in these kind of awkward situations. But no, Shady can't quite find him, and Reaper's going to sneak another kill. This is the second time that a player just ends up walking past him. Reaper goes for the shock, not going to matter because Majesty already got the kill, and this first hill is quickly going the way of We Are Him. Bump has just been hanging out in it this entire time. Majesty picks up a 4th kill. Reaper is already moving back into yard to see if they can get there. Catches one, sees Shady behind the truck, is going to see another player out of the corner of the eye, does not opt to shoot for him as is going to try to lock down this control, and now has yard under control with the shock rifle in hand. A couple of shots. Bump went down, so he's going to know there's players here. Doesn't connect with the first one. The ledge player's there. Hits the body onto Shady. The help is not going to come in time, so he's going to go down. Another player goes down. Bump is on spawn. It looks like the control has come out of Naughty's Angels. They were able to get this second hill location. The first shock going out of Shady. He's not going to hit. He has one more to work with, so we'll have to see what he can do with this. I feel like it would be very nice for them if he can get a pick, but so far no one has really peeked out. He's just barely doesn't have the timing. Nicky tries to get the damage. He goes for the lineup, doesn't get there, and there's Majesty. We saw him through the bottom sneaking through. CJ is already out of the hill, and it looks like Naughty's Angels have been broken down as We Are Him have control with Bump, the camo. He's out in the map. He sees Shady, and this could be such a big kill if he's able to sneak the player. He's waited long enough. Oh, drops down. Kind of riskily. I felt like he landed almost right in front of him. The spotting is going to come through. He's cleaned up pretty quickly, but I feel like the damage was already done because it looked like CJ went down as well. Naughty's trying to jump up. Majesty's on the case, going to take down Naughty. Shady tries to get in through the back, but he's going to go down as well. Reaper's still in the hill. Only a couple seconds left. That hill is going to turn over as 3 more go down, and things are still looking pretty nice for We Are Him. Bump hitting good shots onto that ledge player as and then turning around instantly to get damage onto Naughty. Naughty hits a huge grenade. The shock rifle doesn't quite connect. Bump wants that shock, but I like this from him. Opting to back down, knowing there might be a player. He still ends up going forward, tries to line it up, but is not able to. Shady gets into a fight with Reaper immediately afterwards, is going to get taken down. It looks like Nicky got another kill as well. Reaper now jumping up, but during this whole time, Majesty has just kind of been sitting in that hill. I think we heard him get out for the first time, probably due to grenades, as Reaper's going to pick up 1 kill up at top mid so far, and things are looking great for We Are Him. Like, any concerns I had about, like, being forced to rotate were unfounded, as they have been very cleanly getting these rotations off and making sure to just make their way across the map over and over again. It looks like Bump is taking kind of low, but again, they have all the time that they need to, and he's trying to make his way through yard. We'll see. Shady's in the corner. Oh, Shady pops out at the last second. Bump was almost certainly not going to be checking that. He hasn't gotten the kill. Shady is still up for now. They're thinking about pushing, waiting out the grenades. It looks like Shady is going to go down. Reaper got one as well. CJ's trying to survive in the back, but he's taken low. Double kill for Bump, getting more time on the board, and I'm curious how much time Bump is going to have at the end of this. He was basically in the entire first hill, and I think there's actually a pretty... Oh my god, gets the double with the perfect. Hold on, we'll get back to it in a second. He was low-key crushing it. We'll have to see. Shady gets the double with a perfect as well, but goes down immediately afterwards. And now we have CJ. He's trying to find him, but he didn't catch Reaper, hiding in that back corner of Tram. That's so unfortunate. He's going to see him at the last second. We'll see if Reaper can get out of here. The nade's coming through. He's taken super low. He's going to get one. Nicky goes down as well with the help of Shady. And they should be in an okay spot to get this hill. He's got his shields back. Majesty pushes up. He's going to take down Majesty as well. And so now time finally going into the hands of Naughty's Angels. And I feel like they had a pretty decent hold. Looks like Bump is going to get one. CJ kind of stuck in the hill. But Shady's going to pick up a kill on the backside of that. Now we'll see if he can get some more. Good damage onto Nicky. Bump definitely probably got that call out. Should know at least one is low. He's trying to poke out, but he's not going to be able to. Majesty is thinking about pushing. Nicky drops down, which is like the classic place. It's so awkward when you're on light rifle and that is the hill, because you're going to end up dropping into it. But so far, a good hold. If CJ can get this kill on Bump, that'd be so big. Bump thrusts away. So he's going to get out for now. CJ wants to go on the hunt, but it's so hard to catch up with these players here. Bump doesn't connect with the melee, hits the thrust, and he's going to get, I think, the perfect shots as he takes down one. Shady's going to get him. Shady's the last hope. They have to get control back, but he needs to be careful. Pushing into 3 players can be so dangerous. I like that he's starting to slow play this, as he moves around on the LR side, just kind of waiting, biding time for his team. Unfortunately, catches a poor timing as Reaper was already in the corner. The strafe kind of nice, but it's not going to be enough to get him out of that. Reaper's going to get 1, 3 go down. Naughty's in the hill and is able to actually steal the points. They were so focused on that LR area that Naughty sneaks into the back and is able to get that point. So Naughty's Angels are on the board, and they have plenty of time left. Those hills were capped pretty fast in the beginning of the game. So they have just under 3 minutes to get some more caps. They're already dug in here at the hill. Naughty has a huge flank onto Majesty, going to get the punch uncontested, not taking extra damage, is trying to move up as Reaper's going to take down CJ. Shady is here, so they kind of have numbers. It depends on if they can pick up a kill before that next player comes through. The green gun shot, I'm actually really surprised that it was able to connect. I thought Naughty was in a relatively safe spot. It looks like we're able to crack the hill for now, as Reaper is immediately trying to expand out on the map, see what he can find. Unfortunately, he's going to run into the whole team. He gets picked off immediately. Majesty sees it, and he's trying to get some damage. I think that's Bump with the shot. Connects onto Shady. That's decent damage. He's going to dodge the first grenade, but I think I just saw a player jump up to S4. So they're going to have to be careful unless... Oh, no, there is a player definitely up there for a second. Looks like CJ is going to take down Bump in the trade. Nikki is low, trying to win the fight, is going to survive, I think, with the help of Reaper. Shady comes up, but Shady's the last one, takes the chow on Reaper, does not quite connect as he is going to go down. Reaper, the last one standing, trying to get this hill, and that's going to be game number 3, going over towards We Are Him, and they're looking so dominant so far in this series. They just need one more game to get it done, and like, they're looking oiled up. Like, I feel like if I looked at this team, I would probably assume they'd been practicing a bit or something. It's like that teamwork seems on point. You know, they're making sure to cover each other well. And just overall, they've been having a pretty fantastic round. So that's going to put them up again onto game point. 3-0 in the series. It's do or die time on the side of Naughty's Angels to see what they do. But while they try to come up with that plan, we're going to bust into these stats. And I was kind of curious, and I'm not too surprised to see the hill times between all of these players. I thought Reaper's would be higher because I felt like Reaper was in the second hill for the entire time. But that maybe was just the only one he really got a decent amount of time. But they were all kind of going in the hill, and I felt like, again, it looked like Naughty's Angels team as well. We're getting decent time in the hill together. But once again, it's kind of been Reaper and Bump standing out a bit. You know, 20 and 19 this time, putting up a lot of kills. The shots fired kind of tell a story. I mean, they both shot more than the other team, hit more, had good accuracy. And once again, damage looking good. Reaper just kind of coming out like a clean grand every time over the other team. And that's so hard to deal with. So, like, again, like I've been saying, if they're going to do something, I think they're going to have to shut down Reaper. They're going to have to make some moves to make sure that Reaper can't just continue to get this kind of damage going. But we are going to jump into Strongholds. They've already played this map once, and this map, I think, was one of the ones that Naughty's Angels had a better showing on. That second round of Oddball, they really had control for quite a while and were very close. You know, they were in the 80s on the second round, and, you know, just kind of a couple mistakes and unfortunate situations here or there shut them down. And it looks like 2 players going to push up to top white, trying to put some pressure onto CJ. Over on this C side, CJ gets pushed, but he manages to get out. Majesty can't quite connect with that last shot. He's waiting a bit to see where this camo ended up. It doesn't look like Bump has it. And, oh, whoops. Nikki is the one that has it, which not that surprising. Nikki's been kind of getting cams. I think this is the second time that Nikki has gotten the initial camo, so I'll have to see what Nikki can do with it. For the most part, just slow playing over at A, looking like she's just trying to see if anybody crosses over. Is going to catch one player in B, has opted not to shoot. Reaper was able to take down the last player, so I think that puts him in a good spot to take this one player out. But they've given up, they kind of have some weird positioning, you know, opting to get white and then move over to C is going to give up gold for Naughty's Angels. Nikki's going to pick up one of the players that was low and is now the last player up. They weren't able to cap C, but during that, they were able to hold on to B, which was kind of surprising. I did feel like we were going to see Naughty's Angels be able to take B once Reaper had gone down. The shots are coming through from Nikki. Nikki's doing good damage and staying alive so far, and hasn't really given up too much time, or hasn't really given up any unnecessary deaths. Has been doing decent damage. and is now kind of moving to catch CJ out again. CJ's kind of low. Once again, didn't get the shields back, and so good comms are going to net Nikki with another kill as Nikki's now trying to move over towards A. Majesty went down. The call is there. You can see Nikki sprinting at the moment, trying to get over there. Gets a little bit of damage onto Naughty. Reaper's already there. Reaper's going to get in for the punch. Now the help is coming through. Shady's trying to catch the stick, but is not going to be able to so far. He's trying to push over. He is going to go down as it looks like, I think, Majesty. Yeah, Majesty was able to get that cross angle. Drops onto this player. Gold Stairs trying to win that, but CJ with a mean strafe is going to come out on top. He takes over top gold. And if he can hold down this area a little bit, he might be able to get some spawns over here so they can start taking B. Looks like he's opted to go straight into B. Unfortunately, he's going to be getting collapsed on as he's getting shot by players on either side, and a pretty decent lead with Bump over in half wall. He wants to... It looked like he wanted to go gold, but now that Shady's at A, he's going to have to come back. He's able to get the cleanup, dodge both grenades. Still alive. Now he's coming out. He catches a player going on bridge. Knows that there's another player above him capping. Bump is going to get one kill. And now he's trying to stay alive. He plays his life. Sees CJ on the box. Hasn't taken him down. Had to reload. Oh, no. It's so awkward. He's going to eventually go down. And, oh, it's so uncomfortable when that happens. It does look like Shady trying to make something happen. But the cross shots are just so good. And we or him are locking this down pretty well, which isn't that surprising me. I felt like every time they've gotten the setup that they want, they've been able to do a lot of damage. While Majesty is kind of just prowling over on Bat Ledge, seeing what he can get done. He's going to catch Shady, kind of walking out. Shady goes for the chow to do a little bit of damage. It's going to back Majesty down immediately. Majesty comes back up. He's going to get that shock. They're making a pretty strong gold push. And this player actually on C is distracting them pretty well. They might be able to get through, and there it is. CJ gets across, and they're starting to cap B. We'll have to see as Bump drops in with the green gun. He's going to take him down. Shady went down as well. Naughty's trying to do damage from overhang, but the collapse is coming through. Reaper is there, trying to do the damage. Looks like Reaper catches the stick, is going to get one. Raz is trying to get the damage done with the nades. It's almost good enough, but not quite, as more players are coming through. CJ, once again, he's trying to cap B. He's going to catch Bump. Good shots. 3 go down, and I think this is their best opportunity, but the nade drops, and the reset comes through. I cannot believe Reaper, the only one up, is able to get that kill and stop that point from going through. They're up to 100 points. And I think we're going to jump into a listen-in real quick with We Are Him and see how they're talking about closing out this last game.
Majesty, I'm leaving you.
I got
Alright.
camo, or was that you?
Camo. Nope,
Okay.
nope, burn
One in
camo.
B.
Mid-bridge.
Mangler door,
Adam
one
White. Watch
I got him.
Mangler door.
It was Shady, I got him.
Whirlpool.
Died.
Whirlpool.
Elevator, elevator, elevator.
Oh, they got me.
Ooh.
Oh, we're gonna lose. At A?
Hey.
At A?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all right,
that's
we're good.
fine.
Don't
You
try
got
to cross
Spunky.
over A until we go through long haul here.
Bottom A. I'll go with you, Nikki. You wanna switch?
No, I'm keeping CJ's attention. He's still there. Got him.
All
Nice,
dead.
I got top A.
All
Okay.
dead. All dead. All dead.
Heard.
I'm gonna look long haul.
You getting A?
Yep.
Yep, I got you cross. You got my crossover? Overhang? Nope. Top white, one shot.
He dropped. Ah, he hurt me.
You need help?
Yep.
Nah, I'm just fucking keeping him busy.
Nope.
C plat. You're dead.
There's one more
You
nade.
have help now.
There you
It'll
go.
be if you're dead.
Could be.
In B. I can help you, B. Glass.
Top glass.
One's in
too.
glass. Yeah, there's two.
One's. I killed the glass. Still got glass. Still got glass. That's it though.
Yep, it's naughty.
Overhang, one shot.
I'm getting
Going
shot
into
from
A.
C plat.
Nice.
Big door. Two big door.
Heard.
Gold. There.
Gold stairs.
Top white.
Overhang?
There was a guy gold
Alright,
on you,
you're over.
Nikki. Top white.
Oh, come on.
Top glass.
Absolute gold stairs. He's coming in. It's Shady.
I can reset.
A, you left A.
A.
Camo's up. Camo's up.
Two there. No, I left A on purpose. I was trying to. Two dead. Three dead. Where's the last?
Bottom white. Bottom white. I got shots on her.
Got her.
Nice.
Nice.
You flat,
See?
flat.
Hard.
Big door got me.
Big door.
Big door's one
Enemy door
shot.
right behind him.
There's two big
Shady's there
doors.
as well.
Yeah, I saw. I'm getting
You're right.
shot
He's
from
big
top
door.
white.
Yeah, you are.
Old
Everywhere.
stairs as well. Two,
I have two
A
in A,
cat.
two in A. One is one shot. Nice. Good job, guys.
All right, we're back from that listening, and yeah, I feel like they sounded pretty good. They have good comms, and they're calling out quick. Like that call on the bottom white is one that people overlook a lot, where like they'll start shooting and then they just won't say anything about it right away. They'll wait till they either know that they're gonna get the kill or know that they're not gonna get the kill. But calling out quick, I don't think Bump thought he had a sticky grenade there. Maybe thought he was on his frags. Oh my god, that grenade was almost incredible. It's not going to be enough as only a couple seconds left, but a stick comes through. No way. Those grenades just kind of, I think, seal the deal. Naughty's the last one up. She's going to have to, I guess, desperate across as it's the only way to get anything done. I think Reaper was pretty low, but now it's in that coin flip. Is like, is it the stairs? Is he jumping up? He opts to jump up. A big nade out of Naughty, but it's not going to be enough as they can't quite cap it. There's a player on blue, but looks like CJ went down as well. And I think that's basically going to close it out as the game is going to come to a close. And We Are Him really just kind of breezing through here in dominant fashion. I'm a little surprised. I thought that it was going to be a closer series, and I feel like it certainly could have been. It just feels like We Are Him, you know, more or less came out on top with they just came out with a game plan. They stuck to it, and they did the damage that needed to be done. So they are going to be our Division 4 champions again in very convincing fashion. A 4-0 sweep, making it through. We'll take one last peek at the stats, see what they were getting up to in that game. And this doesn't surprise me. Like, the kill's not really that high just because of how controlled they had that map the entire time. You know, once again, Reaper coming out on top, you know, most kills, most assists. Really impressing me throughout this whole series. CJ had a pretty solid game, all things considered. But yeah, no, looking good out of the squad. And once again, you know, it's that 1K extra damage is so dangerous. And this time they had it on two separate players. And it's like, you always got to watch out for that. But huge shout outs to We Are Him. They're going to be our Division 4 champions, taking that 4-0 lead. But if you were watching this and want to know how to get involved, why don't you check out !Discord, which I will put in for you, to get a link to the Discord here and find out what's going on in Ascending Baseline. We're a gaming and fitness community for all skill levels who encourage and support members to ascend their own baseline, not only in gaming, but their health and fitness too. Got active looking for group, you know, 3 to 5 lobbies every single night, just kind of grinding rank in a variety of skill levels. I'm sure you'll be able to find someone to play with. Monthly tournaments. I think next month on the 12th, we got a squad battle draft tournament coming up. If you bring a friend, your sign up is free. So, you know, bring someone to the Discord if you're already a part of it, and you might be able to enter that for free. It's got a cash prize, so that should be a fun one. We got quarterly leagues. That was the AB League that we just watched. Pre-made teams, 4 divisions. Each division is separated into maximum skill caps on the team, so fun to check out. We have our Pandemonium League, which is a draft-based one, also separated into divisions, so no matter where you fall at in those skill categories, you'll be able to find a game. That's coming up really soon. Sign-ups are still open as far as I'm aware, and you know, it's a good way to meet new people. If you're new to the Discord, you'll get shoved onto one of those teams and you'll get to play with them throughout the next, 6 to 8 weeks and be able to meet them and maybe find some people to play some games with. All the tournaments, leagues, events casted and streamed right here on the Ascending Baseline channel. We've got much more coming in the future, so check out the Discord with !Discord and follow us on Twitter with !Twitter for all the latest news and updates on what's going on in Ascending Baseline. We also have... there's a discount right now for the Arlington merch, which we'll have graphics for you coming in on that next stream. But it is the discount code is going to be good for 10% off. Maybe I don't know what the code is for this though. So you know what? We'll bring that back. Okay, !discount. Oh no. Oh, I have fumbled the bet. 10% off. Bump. Do something. Anyway. Thanks for joining us here. If you like coffee and get tired like I do sometimes, check out Coffee Brand Coffee. This discount code, I do know, It's code Ascend for fantastic 5% off every purchase. It helps support Ascending Baseline. Let us do these kind of things. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back relatively shortly with our Division 1. I think it's the semifinals between AB Hammies and I want to say Smiling Friends. I'm not 100% on that. But that'll be coming up here momentarily, so we will catch you in just a little bit. Thanks again for joining us. And once again, huge shout out to the players that did a good job during this, giving us a wonderful series. We are him coming through pretty strong. We're going to that intermission. Or not intermission. Yeah, well, starting soon.